Do the background look too? Do the background look straight? Like, is it?
I mean, I can see it's not like the clearest, but it's straight. It'll work. You feel me?
No, but I'm saying, is it like crooked or anything?
Is that does the background look crooked or what?
On his,
I'm talking about me, like the camera.
a little bit. This side on your right side looks a little lower than the left,
So like up.
right?
You're centered, bro. You gotta bump it towards your left shoulder.
Yeah.
Swing it towards your left.
All right, hold on. Cause this tripod, fuck.
You're centered though.
Wait, what you said to my left?
Yeah, shoot it. Swing it to the left.
Tripod.
Has he started yet?
Yeah, but we get edit these.
This is not live. It's gonna be edited.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So wait, one more time. Is it? So I'm
Right.
trying to
How are you gonna sit though?
shit like this, I guess.
You're gonna sit like that. You're straight, bro.
No, go to your left.
To your left a little bit. Bring the camera. There you go.
That's
Right
it.
there.
That's money
Perfect.
right there.
All right.
Perfect. That look cool.
That's it right there.
All right, big dog.
Hold on, let's put you
Hold
on.
on, Lush. Oh. All right.
All right. What's really good? You're partner player Lush One. Welcome to Lush World. This is a unique experience. We've never done a Zoom interview before, but we got the most infamous man in these YouTube streets gracing us with his presence. So it's only right. MilK74 was really good, my guy.
What's the deal, Lush? What's the deal? What you got going on?
Well, I'm gonna take 7.4 seconds to get my mind right real quick.
Yeah, likewise, me over here too.
Appreciate you popping up. Now, first off, randomly I got hit up by someone yesterday. I think you're gonna like this. My boy Sporty. He said that he was locked up with you actually in Supermax in either 2013 or 14. And I'm gonna read you the message he sent me because he spoke very highly of you. He said, Milk was in a dorm with me at Supermax, either 2013 or 14. I said, for real? Was he cool? He said, motherfucker handled his business. All them Hoovers always had hella fades to run. When I was at North County Correctional Facility in 2014, his homie Trey Soldier, RIP, was my bunkie. Real groovy Hoover. I've seen whites that roll black and get got by the other whites, but Milk checked out and was real street certified. Always had back-to-back phaser run with enemies. I was stoked to see him on YouTube a few years ago. So shouts to the homie Sporty. I don't know if you remember him or not, but
Nah, probably not. I mean, I don't know, but I was in the county jail around that time.
yeah, so it makes sense. And it's always good to hear that because we hear so much inconsistencies from people when we hear about their background and it doesn't check out with the image they're portraying. So it's
No,
always,
I was in the county jail, 2000 floor. Then I went to Wayside, Supermax. I think it was 714, something like that. And yeah, it was cool.
that's what's up. That's what's up. So the first time I ever saw you actually was some years back, and it was on the Lockdown 23-in-1 channel, and you were interviewed on there. So that was pretty early in your YouTube career, correct?
Yeah, that was pretty early. As far as doing interviews, yeah.
What was like the transition? Like what got you into doing YouTube and how did you start getting traction?
I started doing YouTube because I was like working, and then when I get off work, I found out about YouTube through like seeing links and shit. Like people send links. I never was watching YouTube, but then I started watching YouTube. Then I start seeing people speak on shit and talk about certain shit, and I'm like, damn, bro, I don't even know what they talking about. And I'm like, I should start a YouTube channel, but then I was like, nah, I don't want to do that shit. I'm gonna be on camera and shit. But then I sat around for like 3 months and just started freestyling on camera on Instagram to kind of just build my like ability to just sit on camera and talk because I ain't used to that shit. And yeah, I started a YouTube channel.
What would be your advice for young up and coming YouTuber that's trying to get their shit popping?
They gotta be consistent, real consistent. Like they gotta be consistent. Like they gotta be dropping like 6 or 7 videos a day. Yeah, and that's really all it is. I mean, find a lane, do something they like on here, and just do a lot of videos, a lot of content all day, every day. That's what I did.
You can't, like you said, you used to be freestyling on the IG and all that. You were around a lot of rappers, been around hip hop forever. You ever see yourself dropping any music?
Yeah, I thought about it. I did a song before, like a long time ago, like 2012. I was just messing around with some homies I had, and I did a song, but I never took that shit serious. But I always just loved like freestyling or making music, really. But I wrote some shit before when I was like 13 or something, fucking with one of my homie uncles. But nah, I never did it. But I have been thinking about it though, doing like a diss track to all the Gilligans or something. I don't know. It's been around my thoughts.
Yeah, we need a Professor Milk diss track against the Gilligans. You feel me? That shit's so crazy.
Yeah.
So started to gain a lot of traction, started blowing up, doing the damn thing. There was the incident at No Jumper. You really, would you say that you felt like Adam's lack of understanding of street culture, and did you feel like he was exploiting you basically?
I felt like he was low key like trying to attack me in some sort of kind of way, honestly. And then it's like he did weird shit. Like they had did like a one of them videos they do like a live stream or whatever, and they talked about me and said something like and and I was like, well, if y'all gonna say this about me saying the N word, y'all need to bring me up there and ask me. So that's how I got the interview or whatever. But he just started doing a lot of weird shit, bro. Like right after he interviewed me, then I'm like still new to this shit. Like a week later, he interviewed Crip Mac, which is C Mac. He interviewed him, which was kind of weird and shit. It was like very like strategic the way he did it to me, but I didn't pay no attention. But it's just like all type of other shit started happening, and then once like people felt it was friction, they just started sending me all type of shit. Like, I mean, I just was getting flooded with like all type of shit
Do you
about him.
do you feel like at a certain point, just due to your moral compass, it became you felt compelled like to speak up about the different allegations and things of that nature because
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't want to deal with nobody like that. That was the biggest thing I was hearing, like people saying, "Oh, you mad? You didn't get no job up there." I think if my motive was to get a job up there, I could have got a job up there in the beginning or something like. If that was my motive, that was I never wanted no job from him, but like, yeah, nah, I just can't sit back and then not say nothing about all the shit. I mean, they started sending me like that, just different videos of him, it's all type of shit, crazy shit.
that's off the hook. Do you think that is it possible that what he was doing wasn't malicious or intentional, but was kind of
No,
just a lack of cultural understanding? You think
no,
it was a targeted attack?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was targeted, you could tell, and then it get deeper than that because to me, he was sent here by somebody.
Mm.
Because when you start going deeper back, and then the family ties, it got ties to Bill Clinton, and Clinton got ties to Epstein. And No Jumper target younger kids, and all it really pushes like you got to be a gangbanger or a rapper that's beefing with people to get an interview, and then it's just all the porno shit on the kids. It's all type of shit. It's targeted, bro. Like it's targeted.
It's a whole
Just like the time he did the vlog, whatever you call the shit at the Nickerson Gardens.
yeah.
Why would he record them, fake or not? You in the projects. Why would you want to record them cooking crack? A year later, 1 year, that's 12 months, 365 days later, they got hit with a RICO type case over crack drugs. It didn't have nothing to do with him, I guess, because they ain't. But of course, they not gonna, they not gonna give him up. But yeah, I put a lot of pressure on him about a lot of that shit. That's why he was never doing them little hug vlogs and shit no more.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, really, like what you're saying sounds like an extinction agenda. It's like genocide type agendas and shit like.
Yeah, yeah, it's planned.
And do you feel like that his last name, Grand Mason, you think that's a little bit suspect right there?
Gee, he came from the middle of fucking New Hampshire somewhere. Little small town, population, mostly white, only white. He was a kid. He was playing with Clinton. He was taking pictures with him, going on the Thursday evening after school to luncheons and shit like this. All type of shit, bro. He was a fucking BMX bike rider. So he was like 30-something years old. I don't give a fuck. Nobody say he could ride bikes till he 30, but not with no kids and people that's, high schoolers and shit like that. That shit is weird to me. But like, so he had a fucking bike podcast and then just out of nowhere, he just decided to go to this way and then like never really got took down because of the allegations. Never really had no pressure on him about that shit. Really, it seemed like it'd be pressure and then it just go away.
What do you think about the Lil Pump allegations that popped up?
All that shit is real, bro. Let me tell you something. Before Lil Pump even did a video like this, I've been putting pressure on him about that. I've been seeing the tour video of him on tour. It's one little clip where he by the van, bald head, looking like a Klan member from California. And it's some girls. It's like some girls right there. It's a girl right there. He like, yeah, this the girl that I chose to come here. Bro, this girl looked like she was like 16, 17. You feel me? Yeah. Like, just a lot of weird shit. So I mean, even if he didn't do it, if they really wanted to push an issue or anything, bro, it's videos of him literally like if I had a minor and I was the manager and I'm going on tour with him, that don't mean I'm really probably gonna ride in the same vehicle like that if he got teenage companions and little minor friends and shit. I'm not gonna be in the same hotel floors and bro. It don't work like that. It don't. So people could say, oh, you just like why he can't go on tour with Lil Pump? He can, but the way he was on tour with him, getting high, just drinking and shit, that shit is not a good look when you got allegations that you got dropped and lost a little record deal with or whatever type of deal he had, lost it. If it wasn't no real shit behind this shit, it wasn't no lawsuits on his side. Like he didn't go for like defamation of character, man. Right.
No, that's being on drugs, even like removing the whole sexual component, being on drugs with minors and helping them get high and giving that's crazy enough as it is. But
then you go with the tweets.
Then
all this shit is just not like, okay, the first thing, and the second thing, the third thing, bro, that shit make a rope. It all connects. Like it intertwines, bro, into something real, bro. It's crazy, bro.
What do you think the future holds for Adam and No Jumper?
I mean, that shit it's dead. That shit gonna be dead in a minute. I mean, I don't really even talk about that shit. You feel me? To be honest, I think somebody sent me some shit and like, oh, they just talked about you or something. But I don't even give a fuck because, that was a thing from the beginning too. He used to cloud chase like a motherfucker and I didn't know what he was doing. He always mentioned me on some weird shit. And knowing that I'm gonna go, like, I'm gonna do these reactions and shit or whatever. So I don't even pay the goofy no attention, really. I don't want to give him no attention. But I don't know, bro. I don't. What else is they gonna do?
I guess
who's still gonna really go up there to really do interviews like that? Some people only went because of like you, Trail, AD, like You know, it wasn't because of him.
Right.
Have Nipsey ever went up there?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, Schoolboy Q, a lot of, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the big factors in LA ain't popping up, but you know, we'll see what the future holds. I don't know. I wanted to get your perspective on that. Now, over the years, you had a lot of static with different YouTube personalities, 90 Jake, Mighty Mouse, the K Frog. You have great nicknames for everybody too. Obviously, there is a Nina Boy. You and Nina Boy were supposed to squab at one point. You was going to do the celebrity uh, fight. Two questions: what are your relationships with those gentlemen like now, and would you still be down to do a celebrity boxing match?
I never had no friction with none of these Gilligans. They turned me into this. You feel me? In the beginning, three clowns from Florida was trying to take me out, making videos, going live, every one of them back to back, like just trying to go at me. And you know, I I punched through that little shit, but man, I don't fuck with none of them. None of them.
And
They can't even fuck with me on my worst day.
you
Besides, the only one that's up there is the 1090 Bobby Hill.
right.
And that's because he got a lot of police, DA, prosecutors, and correctional officers subscribe to him for them interrogational police ass type videos, to be honest. But
What happened with the Nina Boy fight, and would you reschedule that or do
I
it?
don't even remember when I was supposed to have a boxing match with Nina girl. I was.
I thought so, but yeah, maybe I'm tripping.
Man, look, if they come with a bag and it's the setup is whatever cool. Like if it's like something with that with Nina girl, um, the old dude that just got an apartment at 36 and he had to go to Vegas to get it. Um, it would have to be like some shit where it's like just pay-per-view, like none of his people there, none of my people there, just to fight, whatever, stream it. It would have to be some shit like that, to be honest, because I don't want to put nobody in a weird situation.
Makes a lot of sense. Now, you gained a lot of popularity on No Jumper just from that interview, and not saying it was because of No Jumper. People genuinely like you, but from there, a lot of people started to see you. You already knew Smack previous to that, or was it after that that you and Smack became cool?
No, it was before that. It was before I was on doing YouTube.
Okay, so you known Smack since back in the day, and then you started going on the Back on Fig platform. People really liked you on there. That's where I first met you. You were a great component, but then due to politics with the whole Adam and T-Rell's relationship at the time, wound up getting fucked up. Then y'all wound up getting invited back. What happened? Why didn't you wind up going back to Back on Fig?
Um, because in Tobacco Fig is ready to come on It's Milk TV, then It's Milk TV don't move, don't budge, don't. I don't gotta go. This is the thing, bro. I was never employed with Back on Fig. I never said I work. I'm like, I'm over here. I just went, and then when I went, he was like, come back, come back. And then Gilligan22 started seeing the numbers. He had like 4 million subscribers. They live stream on Monday, our live stream. We was running neck to neck with they shit and passed them. So he seen that shit and got worried. But yeah, nah, like I'm not saying I won't go back or I'm not gonna go back, but I mean, like I just don't move when people want me to move, like because it don't work like that. I got my own channel. I don't have different hosts and people. Like I didn't build a podcast. I built just my own channel. So like I'm cool. I do my own shit and it works. So I'm not really sweating no shit like that, to be honest with you.
I mean, you got your own thing going on, and you, like you said, you move alone and all that. Do you feel like you have any people that you consider friends in the podcast world, or is it just pretty much like we might be associates, but it's not real genuine friendship?
Nah, I don't really have problems with nobody, but just like the Gilligans that people know I got problems with. I'm cool with people. People think I got problems with people. I don't got problems with nobody, but like to be honest, I just don't want to do a podcast with like anybody or like no shit like that. But
Makes sense.
I mean, nah, I'm doing an interview too, so
Yeah, no, we straight. I fucks with you. Even when you be getting on my helmet, I still respect it. There,
no, that's just the reactions. Y'all gotta understand too. This shit is business. It's not
Yeah.
personal. It's on the internet. Milk gonna react to it. It's business.
now you now that make a lot of sense, and it seemed like you've been from the outside looking in. We're seeing Milk in Versace now. We're seeing Milk, you feel me, popping bottles, doing all this fly shit that we didn't see you doing before. Seems like the YouTube thing is pretty lucrative. So you're coming up in the game now. Recently, Crip Mac said you were what, a Calcany custer. You said that
Yeah.
that you don't be leaving the house and all that. What are your thoughts on that?
He don't have a house. He don't have nowhere to sit all day, but some fucking back alley behind somebody's yard that's paying rent that he don't even know. So I don't care about him. He can't even afford a fucking balcony. He want a balcony. He want a calcony. He want a Kang on this calcony, but he can't because he croaked. He ain't getting no money, bro. He said I ain't outside, bro. He just jumped off the porch in fucking 2015 or 16. I was outside at 12, and he don't know where I be or where I go just because I'm not recording nothing. But yeah, like he called me a calcony banger. He said I'm like banging on my balcony, right? When am I banging on my balcony? He's the one on the internet. He's an internet crip. If I'm a fucking calcony banger, he's a fucking internet crip. He's an active crip on the internet. What the fuck do you call that? An internet crip then?
Yeah.
But I go places, bro. I see people every day. People be saying milk, all type of shit every day. I don't. Why the fuck would I record where I go every day? I'm not his goofy ass.
Now you actually do be outside more than people realize, because I've definitely had homies of mine say that they done seen you, and so I know that I think that's somewhat of an illusion, but you're also due to your past and due to.
But wait, one more thing too. Where the fuck do these people work at? That be leaving the comments or him? How long is they in that fucking warehouse? Moving 74 boxes in an hour.
Right.
How long is they in that fucking Jack in the Box driving through or wherever the fuck they work at?
Right.
When I'm on the fucking balcony, or you see this balcony, I'm working. Yeah.
No, it make a lot of sense.
And then they be like, you sit in your apartment. I mean, I live in a luxury apartment, but I live in a luxury apartment, but I was in a luxury apartment before YouTube. Now I'm not saying YouTube is not lucrative because you asked that. Yeah, it's lucrative. Not even gonna lie to you, but I was living in a sky rise on Figure Road across the street from LA Live before YouTube, bro. So
used to live right down the street from there at the Orsini on Fig and Sunset, right up the wayway.
Yeah, I used to live across the street from my job,
Okay.
like right across, like I could jaywalk right to the hotel.
Yeah. So you recently interviewed the guy that claims to be Crip Mac's father. It's a funny interview, interesting piece of content. People should check it out. Do you think that's really Crip Mac's daddy or what?
I mean, I see some similarities. I'm not gonna lie. I see some similarities in their skin tone, their facial structure, their face bones. You know, look at his eyes, and then look at his ears, and then look at Crip Mac's. I see some similarities. Now I don't know. I don't know.
His accent sound like he's from Houston, which I know.
You know, but well, if he's from Houston, that would explain why Crip Mac ran back to Houston after he got put off 60s in LA.
He's pretty adamant, but he's C-Mac pretty adamant that it's not his dad. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, if your daddy wasn't in your life all the time and he was smoking crack somewhere on the side of a stove or behind a dumpster, would you fucking want to claim him too? And he said his 5 paperwork on him. So I don't know.
Now,
I told him I could try to see if I could get him on some type of like
fraternity test. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Now, and you know, we only got a couple minutes left. Want to don't want to cut it short, but we ain't got too much time. But I want to ask you now, a lot of people talking about the whole Calcany thing or whatever. Do you or would you still go back to your old neighborhood over there, in the Hoover neighborhood and all that? And what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, yeah. If I'm going to like do some type of like giveaway to like one of them like elementaries or some shit like that, but me just hanging on Figueroa all day, I don't really see that taking place. Nah, bro.
I feel you.
I did that. Did that already, bro. I'm on like I can't level up and try to build my YouTube channel and then stand on Figueroa all day and it's just it ain't gonna work, bro.
I think a lot of people would like to see you like travel more and experience shit because I know you've been around a little bit to other places, but you have a very Los Angeles perspective. I'd like to see Milk out there in Paris and Tokyo and London and shit like that.
I gotta try to get a passport first.
Do what you gotta do, man. Get it popping. But me personally, like I don't got no problem with Crip Mac. He's a good dude. I actually fuck with Crip Mac. Fuck with you too. I would like to see at some point y'all bridging the gap, but
that ain't never
tattoo, right? Is that like that?
And that would never it would never have it. Let's just say like if his goofy ass was somewhere and he never had these tattoos and his goofy ass when he's saying this, he'd probably be like one of them like people you'd be like, oh, he kind of weird, but he cool, but or some shit like that, or he entertaining, but nah, I'm not fucking with him. I would never fuck with him.
But you like never. You just had Jay Stone on, right? Recently, didn't you just do content with Jay Stone?
Yeah.
And like he from over there from the neighborhood card and all that. So you are willing to work with
who?
Jay Stone.
Nah, that ain't
that's not Nipsey Boy. Okay, that's not okay.
That's not Jay Stone.
I just saw the name. I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, nah, hell no. That's nah. I'm not.
You wouldn't do content with anyone from that card, like that.
I'm not saying it's like I'm out here trying to shoot people, but just far as me personally, it's just certain people that I'm not gonna do content with, like from different, just certain groups of people that I'm not gonna fuck with. I can't. Just
Milk, we about to get cut off. I appreciate your time, bro. You feel me? Anytime you need anything, just holler.
All right, Lush, bro.
All right, be smooth. Dog.